Hi guys, it's your girl Missy, and today I'm coming to you with a scratchy throat. I didn't bundle up. I probably should have done a better job. I was up in Hatcher's Pass yesterday, and this was the product of that. So bear with me. I'd like to talk to you guys today about the 5 things I wish I would have known before I moved to South Central Alaska. Number 1 kind of seems like an odd thing to have or to carry around with you, but it is going to be worth it. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. And that would be a bottle of Windex and a roll of paper towels. There have been so many times that I have been driving, and you've heard of the term, and if you haven't, there's a term out there that says it's so dark that you can't even see the hand in front of your face. It rings true to here in Alaska. We don't have a lot of major cities around us, so we don't have the street lights and lights that affect our environment. In fact, where I'm at, I can look over across the inlet and see the orange pinkish glow in the sky of where Anchorage is. But there are many areas out here where you're driving, and because we are under snow coverage 9 months out of the year where we live, there's a lot of glacier dust and just gunk that's all over the road that gets spit up and onto your car, and it makes it extremely difficult if it's wet like that outside to see, because your headlights they're it's like it gets a film, so your headlights dim, and you want to be able to see the road to get you to where you're going, right? So the paper towels and the Windex, that's what you need. I've used snow before and the sleeve of my coat because it gets so impossible sometimes to see. So it's best to plan ahead and think about that. Number 2, okay, GPS and Siri on your iPhone, your phone, they lie to you here in Alaska, okay? Oh my gosh. Maybe in Anchorage or whatever, you can trust it a little bit more, but we are such an evolving community and an evolving state that there are roads that have not yet been entered. I have stood at an address, literally looking at the address, typed it in, and no such address found. Happens all of the time. Or when I was driving in Anchorage one time, I entered in the address because I forgot where I was going. And then once I remembered where it was, I forgot to turn my phone off. And then it told me I'm driving there. I'm in the lane to turn into the business. But it was telling me to take a turn in an opposite direction, to park my car, and to get out and walk 900 feet. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at it right here. There's a roadway. So lesson is, don't always trust your GPS. Don't always trust Siri. If you have to, you could pick up a paper map if it makes you feel more comfortable, or you can take the risk. Why not? It's Alaska, right? Adventure time. That's number 2. Number 3 is we struggle with a lot of power outages here in South Central Alaska. It's just the environment that we live in. We live in a harsh environment, cold, negative degree temperatures, almost 9 months out of the year. So it's really best, whether you're buying or you're renting, to ask what their heat alternative resources are. My suggestion is you should at least have electric, gas, wood stove, or propane. Those are pretty much the things that we heat with up here, and it's best to have at least one other alternative heat source, because when that power goes out, if you rely on electricity to heat your home, you're going to be really stinking cold and be put into maybe a life-threatening situation if you only have electricity and no other way to heat your home. So this may not be the best alternative, but there was a time when we had a really bad power outage, and the apartment that we were renting had electric heat, but had a gas stove. So what I did is I just lit the pilot light, opened the oven, and heated the house with the oven that way. Not the best, but hey, life or death sometimes. I wasn't in a life or death situation. I got family. You learn to rely on people when you live here, the people in your community and also in your family. We all understand the environment and the place that we live in. It can be dangerous sometimes. So keep that in mind. Ask for what are some of their alternative heat sources. Also, if you're planning on moving to South Central Alaska, I highly suggest that the first place you move into is not on a hill. With that being said, the reason for that is if you do not know how or are not super comfortable yet with driving in the snow and on the ice like we are, if you buy or rent a home that's on a hill, the likelihood of you having to park down at the bottom of your driveway and wear cleats to walk up to the top of your house is probably going to happen. Until you learn how to just maneuver your car on the ice and let it slide certain ways and do stuff like that. You do not want to be stuck for 9 months walking up and down your driveway in -degree temperature. You'll become disgruntled and it's just not the best thing. So if you're planning on moving here, my suggestion would be look for a home that's street level, that is easily accessible, so that you're not having to walk up and down a hill to go to the grocery store, to go to the school, to go to your job, and all that jazz. My daughter just pulled in, so I have to make this quick. Let's see here. The other one is we do live in darkness. We have about 6 hours of light here in Wasilla, and you really should think about taking a supplement, a D3 supplement. Again, I'm not a doctor, go to your doctor, but most Alaskans take a vitamin D supplement. We don't get the light here like a lot of you guys down in the lower 48, and it does affect mood. So you have to keep that in mind as well. If you struggle with depression or anything like that, it could affect your depression by living here in South Central Alaska. So kind of be preventative and kind of keep up on that, and talk with your doctor and all that other stuff. Okay, so I think that I about covered, some of the basics there. If you guys have any questions, or if you, my Alaskan viewers, have anything you guys would like to add to a list of some of your experiences, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. I try and respond and reply. Okay, guys, so hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.